Ladies and gentlemen, it is humid, but first, I promised I would do this a while back, and I've been pushing it off and off, and just haven't had time. Everyone hit me all at once, but I promised I would do it, and we're going to start it tomorrow, and that is we are going to build a tank. And not just any tank, we're going to build, and I want to pronounce it wrong, the Oki, O-K-E. It's the flamethrower tank at the Battle of this, and we're actually building a specific tank, the Bull. And so anyway, that's on deck next, and I'll try to get some pictures on my phone and show you basically the flamethrower tank versions, like a Sherman, because it's more rounded and everything, and it's got a few other little odds and ends on there. But anyway, the turret's a different one. So we're going to make a Mark III into a Mark II, and the Mark II even had the flamethrower tank early type track. So we got to put the aftermarket track on that, plus doing the flamethrower, which has got I won't say a barrel on the back, but anyway, we're going to figure that out. And probably more likely going to be a one-off. All depends on how conversion happy I get, and may want to make a simple conversion kit. But I gotta give a little disclaimer. I'm going to be really close to making the flamethrower. There might be some odd details somewhere in here that's, not a 2 and a 3, but we're going to pretend. But anyway, that is on deck next. The Oki is what I'm going to call it. So, Mr. Sweet Tooth. Mr. Sweet Tooth got his flesh color on, which is basically Tamaya pink. And I had to do a couple coats on that because I still got a little lump back there. But anyway, I think we're going to make him a little detail on the back here to hide that. I tried sanding it, but I didn't want to sand too much. But anyway, other than that, I don't know why it dripped, but it did. So, but anyway, we'll take care of that. Got him basically just a base coat painted on the flesh. No big deal. I'm going to go in with, brush paint, and we'll do some washes and do some highlights and get his eyes and make him a happy elephant. He's basically, I'll have to again try to get you another picture. Basically got a red coat and I want to say orange yellow type of bodysuit. So for the bodysuit, we're going to do ochre brown. I think that looks pretty darn slick. And I just briefly painted on there so I wouldn't forget, and I wanted to see the color, make sure everything looked hunky-dory on him, and we will take care of that the next painting session. But anyway, that's where I am on the Mr. Sweet Tooth. Anyway, got his flesh on, and then we're going to start working on his clothing, get that. Basically just going to block in the colors and then go in and do the detailing. That's what I like to do. Masters of the Universe, the Grinch, I didn't show a step, but I did get him primered. I did, you might be able to, probably not. I never paint the inside, never have. Again, if you ever paint, like put something on a socket on a figure or anything, you rub it off and it may not fit, the tolerance and all that, so I just leave it. Got just a base coat of green on him after the primer ride, and that, believe it or not, we are going to use the modulation set. That's the teeth. Mixing my words there. It's basically got all the greens for the Grinch, so that works out pretty darn sick. So I used whatever this is, Russian green base. That's what we're starting out with. So, and you always want to go dark to light, and that's basically the way we're going to do it. So I got I just covered him briefly. I'm going to go back over one more time, get a good solid base on him, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Putting washes, dry brushing, and all the other details. But anyway, that's where I am on the Masters of the Universe Grinch. And the Fanner. I went ahead and I got most of it sanded down, and I went ahead and shot a little primer on him. So he's basically ready for paint. He's going to be a little scuffed in a few little places, which can't help it. It's a 60, 70-year-old toy. Just going to just going to have to be that. But anyway, I'm going to paint him basically metallic silver. And I gotta, once I did it awfully light on the gate here. It wants to fall out. I'm going to put a little poster tack, put that in there just to hold it in. And but anyway, it stays. It looks good if I can keep it in. I keep dropping everything. But anyway, we'll leave that off. Oh, let me go down. Getting old and fat. Can't bend over anymore. So, I did get the gun painted or primered, and went ahead and got the vacuum formed pistol grips. I actually cut a piece of styrene on the back, glued them on. I got to do a little more sanding on the edges, and this was a bad pull on that one, but still usable. I went ahead and cut that smooth. I'll just fill that in, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Had to make a little I had to make that little pot there so it fits in like so. Got the other one to fit, so it'll fit on both sides. I will have to add a piece of styrene on the bottom here. I actually, when I first did it, I didn't take into account the bottom here. Anyway, it's there's a little bit of a gap. But once I get them in there, I'm just going to build it up with a couple strips of styrene, and we'll call it good. Grips are not going to be white. They're going to be more of an off-white, I think, is what I want to do. And I may add a detail on here just to make this my own. But anyway, that's where I am on that. So I'm going to try to finish getting everything puttied and sanded and get ready to attach them. And they're not too bad. They fit really good. It's a little thick, but not much. And once you fill these, this one's a little skinnier right there, but right through there though, it's a little thick, but it is doable. But anyway, I did get that pretty much accomplished. I'm gonna try to get them attached, and so I can get it painted. And I want to work on my dad's grips, so I'll start doing them probably next week too. Put on his Fanner, and I got to clean it up because that's going to be a Christmas gift. But this Fanner is going to be for me. But anyway, that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. I have been restoring my broken Fanner. Sweet Tooth here, getting his flesh tone. The Masters of the Universe Grinch getting base coat, and we are going to start the Okie. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.